Hi there, my name's...
Hello. Well, for those of you who are going to be joining the department for the first time in September, I should probably introduce myself. My name is Philip Krang. I'm Head of Geography. We just thought it would be useful for both new students starting and for returning students to just make a little video saying a little bit about how we're actually going to be operating next year. Now, as those of you who are with us know, in March when the national lockdown happened, obviously the department buildings were closed. We're now at the phase of carefully reopening the department, so I'm back in my office here today. And we'll be ready to welcome people for Welcome Week on September 21st or for the start of the academic teaching term on September the 28th. Now we'll be offering our courses through what's called a flexible education model, and our undergraduate education lead Katie Willis is going to say a little bit more about that later in this video in terms of precisely what that will involve. But broadly it's a mixture of face-to-face classes, real-time but online classes on things like MS Teams, and then also a greater provision of online learning resources for students. It does mean next year we are going to be operating slightly differently from normal. Obviously we have to operate in ways which are safe for everybody, and we have to operate in ways which will be resilient around the wider context. But at the heart of everything we're going to do is we're going to be trying to keep some of the elements that are absolutely central to the way the department operates. Those are kind of community ethos, actually feeling like we're actually together and joining in learning geography together, and that kind of contact between staff and students, which is, you know, part of the enjoyment of being part of the geography department for all of us together, both staff and students alike. So look, we're really looking forward to seeing you in September and welcoming you then. Beautiful Egham campus will be awaiting, and look forward to working together as we enter the new academic year.
Hello, I'm Katie Willis. I'm a Professor of Human Geography and I am Director of Undergraduate Teaching in the Geography Department at Royal Holloway. We're really looking forward to welcoming new students to geography in September and welcoming back our existing students. Clearly we're planning for what the future brings in terms of flexible education on campus and at a distance in September. So here's a bit of information that will help you find out what we're doing. We're planning to run our courses, our modules, as we would do normally in terms of that mixture of lectures, seminars and practicals. But clearly we're going to have to do a bit of changes because of the COVID situation. So lectures and seminars, many of these will take place on campus, but they will also be complemented by online activities using particularly MS Teams. And that might be through small group discussions with a member of staff. It might be lectures are delivered online in preparatory work for your sessions. But basically there will be a mixture of on-campus and online activities. Clearly, if you can't join us on campus, you'll be able to do your studying from a distance. For practical work, we will be running our lab practicals. We would do usually, obviously taking into account issues around social distancing, but it gives you an opportunity to work in our labs to develop your kind of particular skills in physical geography. So we'll be running those in the same way as we would normally, so you come in and actually develop those skills. If you can't come to campus, you'll be able to participate through live streaming with our practicals, but obviously you won't get the same hands-on experience. So we might have to, for certain techniques, run some kind of catch-up practicals in term 3, so that you're not disadvantaged when you're going into the second year, the third year. For our field trips, and as geographers, field work is a really key part of what we do. At the moment, we're trying to run all our field trips in as normal a way as possible. So at the moment, we are planning to do our local field work in the first year and also our overseas trips, Spain trip, and then our second year trips. Obviously, we're going to have to be careful and think about what the advice is in terms of both travel and health and safety. So we have contingency plans. So if we can't do certain trips, we'll have to think about shifting destination, or we might have to, if we have more of a lockdown, have to think about doing virtual trips. If you can't come to campus or you can't go on a field trip, then clearly you will also be part of the field trip group through the trips that we run through learning at a distance. The important thing is that you are going to, as geographers, be learning and experiencing those fieldwork skills in different environments, because that's a clear thing that we want to do. In terms of our computer practicals, so around mapping, geographical information systems, and around statistics, some of those will be delivered online, but there will also be activities in person for those of you who are on campus. So overall, the year will be, we're doing as much as we can on campus. We love to see you. It's great to have you in the department, but there will also be some teaching online for all our students. If you can't be on campus, you will be able to participate in our degrees through learning online with the support and activities with your fellow students through online discussion groups and so on. Our personal tutor system will continue to work as normal, and we will have first year tutorials. So for those of you who are joining us in September, you will be part of a small tutorial group with a member of staff, and you will meet regularly. It'll probably be online to make sure that we can work effectively, but you will have those regular meetings and support throughout the year. We look forward to seeing you in September, regardless of whether you're coming on campus or whether you're joining us from a distance.